The December morning shimmered with snow and holiday cheer, but inside Ridgewood Elementary, the warmth wasn't reaching everyone. The hallway was alive with the sound of children rehearsing lines, parents adjusting angel wings, and laughter bouncing off colorful paper snowflakes that hung from the ceiling. But in the far corner, Emma Reed, a delicate 6-year-old with big blue eyes, sat alone on a wooden bench. Her white costume, a soft angel dress, wrinkled slightly where she had clutched it too tightly in her small hands. The other children were surrounded by families, mothers with cameras, fathers holding flowers, but Emma just stared at her empty lap, lips trembling. "Emma, sweetie," said Mrs. Lopez, the teacher crouching beside her. "Your dad said he'd try to make it. Maybe he'll come before the show starts." Emma gave a polite nod but didn't lift her eyes. She'd heard that line before. He'll try. Her dad always tried, and between meetings, calls, and business trips that never seemed to end. Mrs. Lopez sighed and squeezed her shoulder before hurrying off to help another child. Just then, the squeak of a mop bucket echoed down the hall. Anna Wells, the school janitor, was quietly cleaning up the glitter mess from the kids' art project. Her uniform was faded, her hands red from soap and cold water, but her eyes were kind, eyes that had once belonged to a mother. She noticed Emma sitting there, still and small, like she was fading into the background. Anna set the mop aside and approached softly. "You okay, sweetheart?" Emma hesitated, eyes brimming. "Everyone's mom came today." Anna's heart clenched. She knelt down so they were eye level. "Oh, honey, I'm sure your mom—" "She's gone," Emma whispered, her voice trembling. "She went to heaven when I was little." The janitor froze. For a long moment she didn't trust herself to speak. Heaven. That word hit like a whisper from her own past. Anna had lost her little girl years ago, the same age as Emma, and she still woke up some nights hearing her laugh in dreams. Emma's chin quivered. "I just wanted someone to sit with me backstage. Everyone's mom fixes their hair or helps them with lines. Could you—" She hesitated, her tiny fingers twisting together. "Pretend to be my mom, just for the play?" Anna's throat tightened. She hadn't expected that, hadn't expected her heart to ache this much. She took a deep breath, brushing a stray curl from Emma's forehead. "Of course, sweetheart," she whispered, her voice breaking slightly. "I'd be honored." Emma's face lit up like sunlight through glass. She threw her arms around Anna's neck, hugging tight, with the pure, unguarded love that only a child could give. "Thank you, Mommy," she whispered against her shoulder. Anna froze for a heartbeat, then gently hugged her back. Her eyes glistened. "You're welcome, Angel." As the bell rang and the children were called to the stage, Anna helped Emma with her wings, tied her ribbons, and smoothed her dress. For the first time in years, she felt her hands remember, the way a mother's touch was supposed to feel. That evening, the school auditorium glowed with fairy lights and the scent of hot chocolate. Parents filled every seat, their laughter and chatter echoing through the room. The air was alive with holiday magic. But Daniel Reed, Emma's father, slipped quietly into the back row, late as always. His assistant had begged him to come. "Sir, it's her Christmas play, not a board meeting." He had arrived still wearing his dark suit and tie, expensive shoes tapping on the wooden floor. He wasn't used to this world, paper angels, sticky candy canes, and the sound of children's songs. For years he'd told himself he worked for Emma, to give her everything she deserved. But lately he'd started realizing she didn't need everything. She just needed him. The curtain rose. There she was, his little girl, glowing in white, smiling wide. His heart clenched. But what made him pause, what froze him completely, was the woman kneeling beside Emma on stage. Anna, the janitor. She was helping Emma adjust her halo, whispering something that made the girl giggle. And Daniel saw something he hadn't seen in years, his daughter laughing, freely, joyfully, the way she used to when her mother was alive. After the final bow, Emma spotted him in the crowd and ran into his arms. "Daddy, you came!" He lifted her up, his voice breaking. "I wouldn't miss it for the world." Then Emma turned and proudly said, "Daddy, this is my mom for today. She helped me when you were busy." Anna blushed instantly. "Oh, she just needed someone to—" Daniel looked at her, truly looked, and for the first time in years he didn't see a janitor or an employee. He saw kindness, warmth, strength, something he'd long forgotten existed outside of memories. He extended his hand. "Thank you," he said quietly, his tone filled with more sincerity than she'd ever heard from a man in a suit. "You didn't have to do that," Anna smiled gently. "Sometimes, sir, children just need someone to show up. It's not hard to be that person." Daniel glanced down at Emma, who had fallen asleep against his shoulder. For the first time, guilt gave way to gratitude. He looked back at Anna. Maybe we both needed to be reminded of that. He hesitated before adding softly, "Would you maybe join us for dinner tomorrow? Emma would love it, and I would too." Anna blinked, taken aback. "Dinner?" He nodded, smiling faintly. "Consider it a thank you, from a father who just learned the value of showing up." Her eyes softened. "I'd like that." As he carried Emma out into the cold winter night, Anna followed them to the door. The snow had begun to fall again, soft, bright, endless. And for the first time in years, 3 lonely hearts had found something they didn't know they were missing. A family, even if just beginning.